This is it. I am absolutely excited for this VHS-2 to be in the United States. Thank you, Springfield Armory, for bringing it in as your Hellion. Vietnamska Hrvatska Strojnica in Croatian. Vietnamska multifunctional Hrvatska Croatian Strojnica machine gun. Bam. HS Produkt, made in Croatia. You still see the nomenclature. Being a fan of the VHS, it would have been nice to see some sort of inclusion of the VHS where it would be here or here, but hey, I don't think that's allowed. And two, we got the name. The rifle is still top notch, whether you like the name or not. This side, nomenclature is all Springfield Armory. Letting you know what is up with their rifle. This is theirs. Not really any measures taken to cheapen this rifle out, and I appreciate it. That's what keeps this competitive. Right away, nothing negative about this rifle. Questionable, yes, and then one thing that's questionable is going to be back here. Butt pad piece, very nice on the shoulder. It's soft, but not pliable. It grips very nice. And this length of pull is adjustable. You're also hearing it marketed as the cheek weld piece is adjustable, which in fact it is, except this cheek weld piece has to stay flat if you are going to use this rifle with the buttstock fully collapsed. Pulled it up, I'm doing this one-handed. You just pull at the front, pull back, it'll pop up and adjust. But notice, I'm a few notches back. As soon as I get to this notch, it'll be the last notch I can use, and the final notches in there. I'm gonna one-handed grip this, put this down, and I'll show you what happens. Yes. So the riser. It angles just like this. This length of adjustment that I get. So soon, say that's adjusted, but you are not a tall individual, you are not a lengthy individual, and you don't require a significant increase to your length of pull. If I collapse this stock, all right, I'm gonna MMA this shit. I got my knee holding this down. All right, so it's up, it's adjusted, it's out. I pull this in. You saw that? It brings the cheek weld, the riser, it's adjustable, it brings it down. So if I have this all the way collapsed and in, and you want to adjust this up, you're gonna break it. Look at me, I'm getting a pump. See, I'm getting a pump trying to push that up. It doesn't go anywhere. Very simple. Trigger pack removal, detent, push up. The rear comes off with just this pin. Don't even need a tool, all finger. And that is one great thing about this rifle. From here to the handguard, here. Quick, easy disassembly for cleaning, adjustments, fantastic. Keep moving forward. There is that bolt release pinch that you have going on. This is unique. It is unique to squeeze, and the front comes towards your thumb. This is not mobile. Mag release, paddle, push, pull, out it comes. And this comes right out. You can take this off. The modularity with this rifle is fantastic. It's exactly what you want for a new age modern bullpup rifle. A little stiff going in there compared to a few other rifles, but it locks up just fine. There's a chamber. Easily serviceable rifle. And to keep this bolt back without the mag in, reach up in, easy. Polymer dust shield right there. Excellent integrated iron sights. This diopter rear, you can check it out. When you flip it up, you have access to dial, and that aperture can change quite solid. These are very nice. Just give a little press to the button, pop up windage elevation, adjustable. Yeah, these irons are not shabby at all. Props, keeping that a priority to not have to use an optic. These can get you dialed in. The pistol grip. Great choice for them to include on this rifle, and the ability, of course, to switch to what you'd want on there. This comes with the BCM gunfighter and the extra storage space. You're gonna have a sweet grip on this rifle, moving up to the trigger, long pull, walk it, pistol-esque type feel. Don't even need to measure. It's well over 8 pounds, but once you get to the break, it feels good. The reset is not long. Cut to the range action, be right back. Sweet. Check that out. Got a 4th shot dig. That is trigger. This trigger needs walked. It needs walked in, but that's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna dig down, you're gonna pull left. I was in rhythm. 1, 2, 3. I believe that was my 4th shot. Get in the habit, get in rhythm with pulling that trigger. Your mind reverts back to it being a different type of trigger. Not negative. Definitely different. Inside, push, mag not in. Snap it home. This trigger does well letting you know when safety's off or on. You can just tell there's a difference. That lever will give you a thumb workout. No joke about that. But the walk, long walk, good crisp break. And the reset is short. It's just when you walk this trigger, that's what's gonna get you when you're really trying to dial in those precise shots. VHS-2 SAH in North America, Springfield Armory Hellion. Stuck with VHS, SAH. Can we get SAH to catch on? Anyways, unlock rail and shot with the 1-4 Credo here at the range today. Not too much of an issue operating with reloading and unloading. This pinch isn't too bad. A little stiff getting that mag in the mag well. Just a little bit of effort. The trigger, even with that walk, is not negative. It is a major point of adjustment when operating this weapon. Handling this rifle is a piece of cake. It's not that different, and the amount of steps needed to take to reload and unload, it's no different than right here, the bolt catch release paddles on the standard AR. The only negative to this setup on this rifle would be that this is not in line with reestablishing your grip on the front of the rifle compared to the standard AR. But reloading and unloading, of course, the design is to keep this off the side of the rifle where there could be an issue with unintended release of magazines. You know, it was thought through. This rifle was thought through. It's definitely a different approach. This is slower, only in the aspect that you have to reach back after this reload to pinch instead of reloading and going forward to find your paddle style release. But I don't have any complaints about how this operates. I know it's a different functioning rifle. You should expect that too if you're going to operate it. It is a Bullpup, and I understand the well-intended design with why these controls are here for this rifle. And the same goes for not being able to quickly drop the magazine. It's the same way. You have to reach up, slap the paddle with your thumb, pull it out, put it back in. Not any major changes at all, in my opinion. And would this be my preferred trigger to handle on a rifle? Absolutely not. It is not a horrible trigger. It is fine. And your adjustments to its walk, break, entire travel, and reset is easy to overcome. So I wasn't shooting too dialed in, but it sure is fun to shoot. This is not a deterrent from having a good time with this rifle. We're even using it for, I think, a majority of things that this rifle will be used for in this market. So yeah, aftermarket, I hope they can do a little bit with it, but I would not use that as a negative point in this rifle. I really cannot find a true negative aspect to the ergonomics with this. Cannot. And the weight, no extra fatigue handling this. It is heavier in your hand, holding it down, holding it like a dumbbell. But yes, you can tell the difference if you're handling a lightweight AR platform. But when this is shouldered, when you are properly gripped, it feels great. And even in the videos, like I said, the shooting videos, I have this backed off my body. I'm holding it up for the camera angle. The recoil is light. Just if you're referencing my body in the shots or looking at what the recoil impact would be, do not reference what my body is doing. It's not a proper form in those videos, considering what I'm trying to get in frame. Light recoil, absolutely enjoyable to shoot. It's very telling on the last round when the bolt is locked back. There's a significant difference. It's very revealing, but it's talking to you. The rifle feels very proper, shouldered, and in the firing position. And the tip, 4-prong, flash hider, 1/2 28. All your compensators, muzzle brakes, any other flash hiders, suppressor adapters, all gonna pop right on here, no issues. That adjustable gas block is another great sell feature for this. SN normal, S for suppress, push in and turn. Just give it a little push and turn. Okay. And this M-Lock polymer grip, you got 3 slots. Takes accessories just fine, threw bipod on there, had the vertical grip, does very well. And the only thing you may notice when handling the front end of this will be these 2 pieces up here. Because of it being molded, you might find that they move and touch the upper rail. When you grab it, it may give you the illusion this is loose, this is not loose, but if you are grabbing firm, you will feel a little bit of a movement right there. That's just a piece of information. It's not negative. Doesn't make it feel cheap. It's just what I notice when handling. If I'm looking at the price point for this rifle and I'm thinking why, go with the accuracy. Go with the ease, the maneuverability. Overcome any adaptations you have to make to use and fire this rifle. It is well worth having. It's well worth shooting. And if you are not convinced, if you're not a fan of the Bullpups, this is a rifle that you need to take out to the range and experience it. If you're just an AR-15 guy, it's cool. Find somebody who has this, go throw around a Bullpup, and just let it soak into your mind, let it soak into your muscle memory. See if it's worth it to you. This mil-spec rifle is a heavy hitter, not in the sense of the caliber, but in its operation and why it's in service. With a rifle that's meant for mobility, accuracy, utility, comfortability, ergonomics is there. No negatives. Going back, this rear end. Ingenuity, yes. The whole construction and concept behind this is to allow the modularity between the right and left ejection port covers, considering this has the pin that keeps the other side closed. And then they had to think of a nice sell point for our market. But that's not a negative. No, this isn't needed. Will I use the riser much? Probably not. It's there though. It's an option. It allows some flexibility, and just with every button to spring off the rail, everything is just by hand. You can take this down. Ease of cleaning, ease of function. SAH, Springfield Armory Hellion, right here, brought in by Springfield Armory to the United States, imported. We appreciate it. Vishnamska, Rabatska, Stranica 2. Talk about all around balance. Yes, it's a well-balanced rifle.